You have often said that Maybank is a very special organization. From my perspective, Maybank is an institution I'm very proud of. I think it's very institutionalized, and Maybankers are accustomed to it. And I think, having said that, should there be more accountability given to individuals to make decisions? And on this same point, how do we balance between a compliant and challenge culture within an organization?
Before I go to that point, accountability, because there was a topic or an initiative on empowerment that I wanted to address before. It has been quite challenging for us to address this. We want to do it, but the recipient doesn't want to take it for some reason. But I just want to talk a bit about culture, how special this place is. I don't want to talk about the past. Let's talk about the present. The culture of Maybank was so special that we tried to promote teamwork over everything else, right? So you see very little individualism within the organization. Absolutely. Because the individualism will have all the other consequences that might create a kind of culture that promote individualism throughout the entire thing, right? Because we know as an organization, we like football. It's teamwork. The leadership is teamwork.
It's always we.
It's always we.
Yeah.
It's never about Lionel Messi.
Correct.
It's always about the team. Yeah. Even though the news talk about Lionel Messi and the news talk about me, but the reality is that it's a team. How the team play with each other, the strength of each other, and defending the weakness of each other. So Maybank has that culture. Maybank has a culture of people backing each other up. At least, at my level with my colleagues, I've got people who back each other up, people who are so selfless that they go beyond the role, their own role, to help the other guy or to help the bigger team. There are people who are so selfless and step up when somebody else is not able to do it, and they will do it for the organization, not for themselves. And it's very clear, right? So we have this culture within the team. It's not pervasive throughout the entire Maybank, but imagine if it's pervasive, right? Imagine if it's everywhere. It's fantastic. But at least from what I see, pockets of that, and then the level of energy, especially if you go down to the ground. You go to the branches, which is why I love to go to the branch, right? I go to the branch, meet those people, the initiative that they had, the level of teamwork, camaraderie, level of dedication and passion for Maybank on the ground is awesome.
Exactly, I've seen that, and I think it's quite interesting because the culture seems very embedded, and I think. How far back do you think this culture was sort of evolved, and how has it been built on over time? And do you think this embedding of teamwork values, was that something developed by leaders prior to you?
I think so. I think it was something that was embedded by maybe even the late Tan Sri Kutip himself. Because Tan Sri Kutip, from what I know from my reading, is a guy who prioritize relationship, right? And here, when I talk about relationship with customers, that's the kind of culture that he basically cultivate through the old Maybank, and that culture has actually survived throughout all these years. The way we look after our customers, right? So the evolution that has taken place, I think, in my mind, was that while the culture remains at the branch, the head office quarter culture changed. The one that actually helped us in transforming the bank further was when we changed the culture in the head office to reflect the ones at the branches. So that was actually helped.
That was significant.
Yeah, that was quite significant.
I find you to be a very principled leader, and you're prepared to make hard decisions on clear grounds of principle. Can I ask, where does this strength of character come from?
It's basically from the desire to be able to sleep at night.
to sleep well.
The desire to be able to sleep well at night, the desire to be able to sleep with clear conscience. I'm a human being, just like anyone else. I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint. I'm just like any other guy. But for me, there are certain things that we don't do, certain things that we observe, right? And for the organization, we need the organization's character and personality to come up very clearly as well. Sure. And that character and personality, I think in the case of organization, it starts at the top. If the top is a type of compromising kind of person, then the organization will be that way as well. So, for me, it's a responsibility to make sure that we continue with that. The top, the leader, has to personify that, right? When it comes to taking accountability and responsibility for the organization, so that the organization, the rest of the organization can mirror it, sure. And that character can be seen, can be perceived by people outside the organization, because it's practiced within the organization. Yeah. So the alternative is not acceptable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Agreed.